Revenue generation remains a fiscal issue in Nigeria. However, the mandate of Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning is essentially the development and execution of the financial, economic and fiscal policy that also include the action plan of the nation. While the mission of the ministry is to manage the nation's finance in an open, transparent, accountable and efficient manner that delivers developmental goals and priorities. In this regard, a unified collection is critical to tackle revenue collection in Nigeria.
Yes, it's going to improve taxpayers' confidence in the system, and then because it's going to ensure transparency and accountability. So I'm sure it will improve collection, not only for the taxpayers. They will see something, and even government will have more revenue to carry out programs and projects for the country as a whole.
Now, in the case of Nigeria, as you know, this is a very critical issue. Non-oil revenues are very low. Nigeria is one of the lowest, has one of the lowest ratios of tax to GDP amongst all large countries in the world. So it really needs to mobilize revenues. And I think in that context, this conference, this workshop is very useful because they're looking at different ways of making revenue collections more efficient, more effective, using technology.
Yeah, this is all about finding a better way for government to collect revenues, digital way of collecting revenues. You will agree with me that these days, most other countries have gone very far in digitizing revenue collection activities and processes. And that's what we're trying to do here, to see how we can further improve revenue collection processes in Nigeria using digital means. And that will help government to increase its internal revenue drive, as well as also external ones as well. This is just the like creating a think tank for that.
Provide an enabling platform for a real-time revenue collection system that is uniform, is based on global standards and practice, and puts Nigeria in the forefront of the practice of collection of revenue, both existing and the ones that can come in the future.
While addressing the participants of a 3-day workshop organized by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning here in Abuja, the Permanent Secretary, Malam Aliyu, represented by Fatima Hayatu, a Director of Technical Services, reiterated the federal government commitment in developing major strategies and performance framework to achieving real-time revenue collection system in Nigeria.
Revenue generation remains a fiscal issue in Nigeria. As such, a unified collection is critical to tackle revenue collection. Therefore, the ministry is facilitating, through the Unified Real-Time Revenue Collection Forum, the implementation of this initiative, working with very key stakeholders with the goal of articulating the broad business and technology requirements, conceptual framework, and program initiation document.
The Permanent Secretary also highlighted various major areas of government concern in meeting up with current realities of real-time revenue collection system.
Consistent with the sustainable, holistic, and inclusive development philosophy of government, the ministry is promoting a revenue collection strategy that is based on effective cooperation, collaboration, and communication of all stakeholders globally.
She further reeled out 10-point prospect and expectation, pointing out that the Office of Accountant General of the Federation is responsible for public financial management of the federal government, consolidation of all revenues, management and effective payment for all expenditure.
The strategic intent of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning can therefore be summarized in the following points. 1. To improve and enhance revenue collection, to provide an integrated environment for revenue collection in accordance with international best practices. To achieve high-level revenue collection compliance sector-wide, to endanger quality, efficiency, and transparency in all revenue collection processes. To promote and enhance